Okay then, let's take a look at this question, see if we can come up with a decent answer. First things first, when you want to answer a question like this, you've got to remember that you're going to make 3 points. The good news is that they give you 2 points to start off with, so that's really helpful. The question in this case is, explain why there was a rising against Earl Tostig in 1065. It says you may use the following in your answer. I advise you do use them. Number 1, the Danelaw. Number 2, King Malcolm. It says you must use information of your own. So to answer this question, we are going to make 3 Peel points. P point, we've already got 2 points. So look, the Danelaw is a point. King Malcolm is a point. So we know what we're going to say for point. Example, then you're going to tell me a little bit about that point. Explanation, you're going to give me more information. You're going to tell me in a lot more detail why this point is important. And then finally, the link is when you link it to the question to show that it makes sense. And this shows that. And it's this reason that tells me, that sort of thing. Let's take a look at what we've got here in front of us. We've got on the left-hand side 4 possible reasons why the Northumbrians were angry with Tostig. We only need to use 3. Now, as you can see, the 2 points are there already. So I'm going to talk through what I would do to do a really good answer here. And then, when I'm finished, you can have a go on your sheet. So first of all, the Danelaw. Point. There was a rising against Tostig because of the Danelaw. I've made the point. Example. The people of Northumbria were angry because Tostig was taxing them too much. Explain. The people living in the Danelaw were Vikings, or from Viking families. They were not used to being taxed a lot of money. So when Tostig tried to tax them a lot, they got very, very angry. Angry enough to rebel. Link. And this is why the people of Northumbria rebelled against Tostig. Now we do it again with point 2, King Malcolm. So, point, King Malcolm. Example. King Malcolm invaded Northumbria and Tostig did nothing about it. Explanation. Because Tostig was a friend of King Malcolm, he didn't do anything when Northumbria was invaded by him. As the Earl of Northumbria, Tostig is supposed to protect his people against Scottish attacks. He didn't do it. It made them angry, link, and this is one of the reasons why the people of Northumbria revolted against Tostig. Now what you need to do is to add 1 more point. Now you've got choices here, and I suggest you look at the 2 there, either side of the on the right-hand side of the knife. It says Tostig ordered the assassination of Northumbrian rivals, so anybody that stood up against him or spoke out against him, he had them killed. Or Tostig had been unjust, so he was imposing new laws that were unfair, new taxes that were unfair, putting people in jail for no reason. So you choose one of those and you peel it. Point. Let's take being unjust. Point. Tostig was very unfair. Example. He was abusing his power to get rid of his rivals. Explanation. Tostig could put anyone in jail, and he made things up. He made reasons up to put them in jail to get them out of the way. This was very, very unfair. So if any important Northumbrian spoke out against him, he'd end up in jail or worse, being executed. This made the people very, very angry. Link. This was another reason why the people revolted against Tostig. Now this will help you to answer the question. Okay, it's worth 12 marks, so remember,